Hello and welcome to another edition of D-Link TV. I'm Hemok, and here with us today is Aaron. And we're going to talk about how easy it is to get all your media content that you have on your network, including your movies, your music, as well as your photos from your network, and then play them through these media players so that you can watch them on your television. So, Aaron, how exactly is that done?
So you have a server on your network, which would be your PC or network storage solution. And what happens is you have that server is a UPnP AV server. And what UPnP AV is Universal Plug and Play Audio Video. And that's a standard protocol that most media players out there on the market now use to get music, photo, and videos from your PC to clients like ours.
I see. So in this case, it also, you can use this device with a Vive enabled PC or Nero, correct?
Correct. So with the device, when we ship it, you get an auto-run CD, and on that CD contains Vive. So if you have a Vive technology-based PC, then it will install the latest update for that. If you don't happen to have a Vive technology-based PC, then you will install Nero Media Home instead.
I see. How about for other media players that D-Link has?
So for instance, our DSM-520 comes with the D-Link Media server, which is a little bit different from Nero and the Vive server. It's more fine-tuned to work with our DSM-520. It's not as much with, say, our DSM-510.
I see. So going back to using Vive or Nero, I heard it's really cool that the fact that once you have this device connected to your network, and then using Nero or Vive, that it will pull all the media content that you have stored inside of your My Documents.
Right. So, for instance, our DSM-510, one of the cool features is for music, photo, and videos, if you do happen to have multiple PCs with music, photo, videos stored all over around your house, but they're all on the same network, if you install Nero on each of those PCs, the DSM-510 will actually take all of those PCs' content, all the music, photo, and videos from their documents, and actually share it through one menu on our DSM-510. So if you go into music, you're going to see music from all of your PCs, videos, photos, all of it.
So whether you have two PCs or 100 PCs connected to a network, the process is just as easy, correct?
Same.
I see. So using the 520, can you also use Vive or Nero?
520 can use Vive or Nero since they're all UPnP AV standards.
Mm-hmm.
Something that you would get with Vive or Nero that you wouldn't get on, say, our D-Link Media server would be like the feature of transcoding. So there's a lot of different media formats out there today, and our media players handle most of them, but they can't handle all of them. So something that Nero and Vive do is if the media player cannot natively play that format, then it will actually transcode on the fly, changing that format over to, say, like an MPEG-2, so that our player can actually still play that video file.
Really? That's really cool. And how about if you have music or your other media content stored outside of your My Document folder? How do you find those?
So a lot of people don't just save to their My Documents. They have their own drive, their separate drives like USB drives, places where they store their particular music, photo, videos. So through Nero or through Vive, you'll have the option of basically selecting that individual folder to share also with your media player. So you could set it to actively scan that folder, so any new content, if that's your download folder or for your music or your videos, your photos, it'll automatically be updated in your media server list, and you'll be able to access that content right away.
I see. Very cool. And again, with all D-Link media players, is the user interface look pretty much the same across, so that if you already, let's say, own a DSM-320 and you want to upgrade to a DSM-520, will the user experience be the same?
So the 520 and the 320 are pretty similar, but not exact. I mean, there's always going to be upgrades and enhancements on the UIs as we progress. So it'll be a little different, but the actual process of sharing media across our media players is always going to be the same.
I see. And even for novice users, is it pretty easy to go through the install process as well as pulling all the content from your network onto this device?
So getting the content on the device is really simple. Going through your music, your photo, video should automatically be there once you've shared it. The sharing part is actually pretty simple. So for instance, if you have Nero, you've installed it from our CD. Once you've got it installed, it'll automatically start looking at what you have in your My Documents for sharing-wise. And then once you load up the Nero Media Home software, it'll actually just hit Start Server and you're done. My Documents will be shared. If you need to add any more folders, it's just a simple click of the Scout, choose the folder you want to share, and then it'll automatically scan it, and it'll be available to your player.
So let's say if you, let's say, download 10 more new songs.
Okay. So if you download 10 songs and you're already actively looking at that folder for sharing, if you had other content that was there before, it'll automatically recognize that there's been a change in that folder and update the folder contents.
Great. Are there anything else that you would like to mention?
I don't know. That's it.
Great. So again, if you have any interest in our D-Link media players, just log on to dlink.com or watch other episodes on dlinktv.com. Thanks again for tuning in to D-Link TV. Until next time.